some defining moments in my life where I know growing up as a kid, my mom was very, very spiritual and Christian, and we went to church with her. My dad, not so much. And then things were just always bad at home. They screamed and yelled at each other a lot. And I know parents fight, but mine fought. And then they had, my mom got divorced, and that was hard on me. I was very mad when she got divorced, and I was young, but I was angry. And that was kind of the start of my downward spiral. And I ran away from home because I was angry, and I was going to get back at her. And so I left, and then I met my husband, and we got married, and life was good until about a year after I'd had my son, and he cheated on me the first time. And that was when my most defining moment of my just all out anger at God. I was just mad at him. And then we got divorced, and it got worse. And I think my divorce was probably the one time in my life that I just stopped living. I didn't care anymore. It made me a person I did not like at all. But at the time, I didn't care. I was numb, and that was the way I lived. So, and then I was sitting on my mama's couch one day, and I was watching a football game, and I had vodka, and I didn't want her to know I was drinking it, so I was sneaking shots in the living room. And I was sitting there, and I heard God say out loud to me, "If you don't quit, you're gonna die." And it was like he was sitting beside me, and he said it just plain as day. If you don't quit, you'll die. And I didn't want to die, so I poured it out, and I went to church that next Sunday. Mark was preaching about when his wife had died, and how he didn't know how he was going to make it through. And that was the hardest time of his life. And he looks back today, and he realizes that God got him through it. He had his moment, his aha moment, as he called it. And I wanted that so bad. That sermon touched me so much. It was so special to me because I wanted that moment so bad. And I had it about 2 weeks after that. You know, I was having good days and bad days. And I was sitting outside on my porch, and I realized it was exactly 10 years to the day that I had told God I didn't have anything to do with him because he was destroying my life. I mean, I literally told him I didn't want to have anything to do with him, and he stayed with me. And I know I shouldn't be alive, but I had my moment. I had a moment. I literally sat there and went, oh my God, that's what he meant by an aha moment. God kept his hand on me for 10 years, and he got me through it, and I'm here, and I'm changed, and I'm different, and I'm new. And it's amazing. And when I got baptized, I was not expecting the change that happened. I was expecting to just get dunked in some water and go on with life, and everything would be the same as normal. But when I hit that water, and it was like I came up and I could breathe again. I mean, it was like everything shameful, everything bad I'd ever done in my life was gone. It was just gone. And I didn't have to worry about it no more. I had given it all away. I was forgiving myself because Jesus forgave me, and it was done. I was clean. I was a new person, completely new. And I didn't have to think about the old ways, and I didn't have to worry about that, and I didn't have to dwell on it, and it was no longer a part of my life. I was just this new person, and it was the most amazing feeling ever. I can tell you faith is going to get you through. You'll swear up and down that you aren't going to make it, and life is just the end, and you're done. And then you'll hit rock bottom, and you'll realize that there's one person that truly loves you and is never gone. I don't know if it's because he's invisible or not, but he's always there. and I get excited on Saturday night because I'm going to go teach a Sunday school class, and these little babies are going to be listening to me, and one of those babies is mine, and he's in that classroom, and he's listening to me talk about God, and I watched my baby get saved and baptized, and I didn't think that would ever happen, and it's amazing. And now, with my kids, we still struggle, but my kids trust me, and they love me, and I love them more than life. I cannot imagine a single day without them. And the fact that they are going to church and they have a Bible and they tell me things like, there's a little man inside my heart and he talks to me. And when my older son is looking at me and he says, Mama, you're a new person, you don't have to worry about stuff anymore. It's God coming out of his mouth straight to my heart every time. My kids are amazing. They are my world. Yeah. I made it through it and I didn't mess up my makeup.